Get all the
it all out.
raping, pooping, and racism. Rape by racism. That's so bad.
I think we're live.
You're in character, right?
All right.
Alright, so as you round the corner from Mad Mary's...
Were we really back on?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That's terrible.
It's recording, I'll cut it.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just start with the laughing part.
And then cut again.
Yeah.
So as you guys exit from Mad Mary's hovel and start heading north to the main town square, you see, it's still somewhat early in the evening. A sparse light from a building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. There's a sign over the door that is very audibly creaking as it swings back and forth, and it reads Bildrath's Mercantile.
Bildrath.
One word.
Bildrath.
Bildrath.
Bildrifts.
The establishment's roughly 70 feet by 40 feet. Roughly. And, yeah. What do you guys do?
Go to the front door and...
I'm interested in this roughly 740 square foot building.
That's not
That's
how
not right.
I get it. I understand. That wasn't part of the joke.
my characters are drunk.
Not part of the joke, Dan.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not how it
I'll go up to the.
I'm low on
I'll go
ale.
up to the front
Let's
door
check
and
this
I'll
out.
open it.
Okay, the door
Excuse me.
opens very easily.
Okay.
Inside,
Makes that sound.
you see a bearded and longer-haired gentleman that's sitting behind the counter. Dark-colored beard, dark-colored hair. Looks towards you at first with apprehension, and then seeing what's coming through the door, seems to relax.
What's his race?
He's a human.
Does he have a tattoo of a wizard on his left arm?
No.
And a fresh lip ring?
No.
Okay.
Not Devin.
I'm not so sure. Ask Tobin.
Tobias.
Yes. Him too.
Good evening, sir. We see that you sell textiles.
Welcome to Bildrath. I am the Bildrath. This is a mercantile store
Oh,
of
right.
general goods. I don't do
Mercantile. My brother Vander runs a store as well. Do you have the Intermercantile discount program?
I know.
I'm sure I could persuade you into joining if you're not a
This
part
word
of it.
discount. What does discount mean?
Oh, yes, a
I
good
know
question.
not. Those that wish to conduct real business. How may I help you
Have
today?
you never met that count nor discount? That counts everywhere.
Oh, I see. You use dwarf very quick, even though your words slur.
I go blowing out his mustaches and then resume drinking.
I see.
His accent is pretty bad.
It changes depending on who I talk to. I can't keep up. I'm sorry.
I want to walk up to him and my eye patch, hold it out to him and put on the counter and say, "Recently found this in a house nearby. I was wondering if..."
Oh, you looter! You loot the houses of Barovia. Perhaps we have conversation.
we were... Well played. We were invited inside by these two small children, and through the course...
Oh, you little children on top of this. I don't know. We do business now.
He's got your there, Toby.
Hey, what about you, flashy-looking man? You look like you have coin to spend.
What did I do? What do you have for sale?
Anything that you would like. I carry things like kits and backpacks.
Hold on, he's
We have torches.
not part of the Inter-Region Mercantile Exchange. He could easily join, and we could all take benefit of the 10% discount.
Good sir, perhaps you could get your bearded sister to quiet down so we can conduct business here. Now, as I said, I have collection of goods. Depending on what your tastes are, what are you interested in?
I'm gonna pull out a silver short sword and put it on the counter.
Be careful how you project your wealth, good sir. You seem to look very poor, but you carry a very nice sword with you. Are you not poor?
I'm not poor, but being part of the Mercantile Exchange with certain benefits, maybe you would be interested in some fine wares such as this.
I have heard of many of these agreements that have ended in ruin
But not
for
with
people who are
not
apart.
with my brother Rando. Rando runs the entire Sword Coast Mercantile Exchange and a
What
vast
is-
network of
What is
shops
the
and
Sword
fine
Coast
goods.
you speak of?
Oh yes, it's a very vast region that we could start.
Yes,
a trade
but we
route
are
with.
in Borovia, not
Yes.
Sword Coast. You bring no value to table.
Fine, Dick. How much for the sword?
Give me some kind of social interaction roll, either performance
Persuasion.
or persuasion, something along those lines.
12. It's a 12.
Not bad.
Bildrath kind of cringes and says, the short sword is not very long, not a lot of metal there, so I give you 50 gold pieces.
Yes. My brother could easily get 90. Let's meet in the middle. We'll do 70 pieces.
70 pieces it is. Give me sword. And he grabs the sword. And
Does that help build any kind of I don't know if there's like a
Rapport?
relationship mechanic or rapport mechanic between the group?
Like if he goes to his character interface and clicks on faction
Reputation,
relations,
yeah.
reputation, does their bar moving up at all?
you don't know. You hear him yell out, Periwimple! Periwimple, get your dolt of an ass up here! And you see this rather slow-looking large man come up. And he goes, yes, uncle. And he goes, put this in storeroom right now. And he goes, okay. And he grabs it and
Just grab it by the blade.
grab it. Sword bit me. And he goes, you stupid dog, you must not grab my sharp end. Go put it in storeroom. And he lumbers off.
Again, back to this eye patch. Have you seen something of this before?
Let me see. Mind if I see with hands and eyes?
By all means, please. And while he's doing it, I want to keep looking for fast-moving hand stuff. Okay.
So he picks it up, looks at it. Eye patch is worthless, but the stone on it, you could sell these.
What is the stone? I'm not a jeweler.
Some type of reflective stone, caryodite. Yes, I'm not jeweler either, but
I love this guy.
as I look at it, maybe pretty girl look at it and give some tug hug to Bildrith.
Build it.
I think I should keep it for now in case I find girl.
You don't want to give to me?
No, not you've
We try to make relationship here.
You've enticed me to maybe think that I could use it to get some tug hug.
Oh, yeah.
You have a good point about the tug hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that back then. Do you have vials of red liquid with restorative properties?
He says certainly. Give me a PHP.
Oh, wrong one.
Bildrith?
Yes.
Bill Drath. It's Bill D. Rath. He's a former lawyer. The law office,
Bildrith and Boutros?
the law offices of Wrath and Revenge.
It started.
So while we're in this shop, what does the interior of the shop look like?
So you've got what looks to be pretty nice looking oak panels.
Okay.
There's not really any ornate carvings on it, but there are little cubbies on all walls.
Kind of like a antique shop
Yeah,
looking type deal.
in a
Are we
way,
in a
but nicer.
Yeah, and we're in a small little front area, and that's the shop, and we know there's more building back
There's
there.
a storehouse in the back. You guys are at the front face.
Okay.
And so smaller accoutrement, like whenever you win at Mr. Gaddy's or at Chuck E. Cheese,
Right.
you have like the interface where it's got small little
Yep.
trinkets, and then he can go to the back to get bigger items
Got
if
it.
needs be. So it's majority warehouse to the back, storefront, obviously up front.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes, I have 16 of these potion healing, 500 apiece.
I'm gonna get out. I'm just gonna like pull out one dagger, put it up there.
Oh, what else?
Put out another dagger. That's all I got left is the 2 daggers. Oh, a crossbow. Put it on the pile. And then I'm gonna drag out the chain shirt.
And I'm
Throw it on there.
gonna
How many pockets does this little rat man
You
have?
did not want to talk about Brando's mercantile exchange. I have many wares.
So I'm standing behind Vando. He's shorter than me, right? He's producing all these things, and I'm just drinking, but I'm reaching into my pack for all of the loot that I have too, and I'm handing it to him under his arm. So you're like this.
Just
so
constantly handing, yeah.
Yep.
Roll a sleight of hand check at
Okay.
advantage.
Oh,
And please, Haggis, roll it, not.
Right.
You have multiple dice there?
At advantage.
Nice, okay.
Ho-ho! 20.
Oh, fuck yeah. So you're just one after another, and you're just piling everything up to where he is looking at you and is like, "Are you sure there's nothing wrong with these items? This is more weight than 3 of you could carry."
So, and here's what's happening. It's essentially like a sleight of hand magician, where like while he's talking to you, he's kind of like distracting you with one thing or another, and all of a sudden he has a different tie on that he's taking off, and he puts that on, and then all of a sudden he's taking off another tie that you don't remember him wearing. So he like takes off a ring and puts it on the table, and then takes a ring off the hand that had no rings, and then takes the same ring off again. So I give you 3 gold rings, a jewelry box, and a necklace, and 2 silver candlesticks. Damn! All of that coming in succession, one after another.
Yeah.
So we put all of that, produce all that.
So he looks across. So you've got 2 daggers, crossbows, rings,
Candlesticks.
candlesticks,
Chain
Jewelry
shirt,
box.
a chain shirt of armor,
that silver jewelry box,
Yes.
a chain shirt,
the chain shirt.
and a minor illusion bar of gold. Seriously.
Okay.
Fuck this guy.
Give me a performance check
Oh, I love
day.
that. That's awesome.
At advantage or regular?
at advantage.
Yes. Which one?
Yeah.
16 plus 5.
Oh, yeah. So you throw all that on there, and
Ka-dunk.
it doesn't make any sound.
You gotta put it down real slow.
And he looks over at you and is like, "Let me feel your arms," and starts like, "How are you so strong to lift gold bar?
have you ever met a Zerfneblik?
Gesundheit."
We are from the underdog.
I'll start weaving a story and be like,
We are proud people. We move heavy rocks.
Make pasty-colored midget quit talking. As I look across all this, seems to be in pretty good shape. What would you guys say to 650 gold pieces?
for what? What are we talking about?
For all of them.
All of it.
All of the potions?
No, for all the loot you just
Okay,
up on the
but
table.
then how much was a potion?
He wanted 500 apiece for him, which is pretty fucking high.
A piece?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Oh,
I
that was meta.
understand, but if you want it badly enough, you end up paying for
I
it.
say that we should trade all of these goods for 5 of the potions.
I would counter that and say for all of the potions.
Well,
There
we
is
just
no way.
negotiated backwards, but
There is no
Let's
way.
do 5. 5 potions.
No.
You have brick of gold. You have a fine chain shirt.
It
daggers,
looks more like a
weapons.
bar, less like a brick.
Let's. The jewelry box alone is worth enough for 2
For 2 what?
potions.
So this is overlay of silver. Not only silver.
And I'll be like,
What do you think about that necklace there? That's not no trinket.
Who is this Nicholas?
I don't know. Ask Trevor or whatever his name is.
I see this.
Tobias.
You try to confuse Bildred. You talk around amongst yourselves with your pasty midget. Alright, bearded woman. Here is what I do for you. I will give you 3 of my potions for everything that you see here. And you make me diamond platinum elbow room mercantile guy.
Ooh. Well, I believe my brother would be willing to start at platinum double metal brass.
This is good?
This is near the top, yes.
But not top. I am Bildreth. Only game in
You're a
town.
businessman. We have to build a relationship.
and I'm gonna whisper,
Tell him that he's the best there ever was. It's number 1.
You are the top merchant in the double brass
There
segment.
we go.
Oh, double brass. Okay. Very well. 3 potions for everything here, plus 2 of your brasses with the platinums.
The double brass it is.
Very good. Do we?
And I'll spit in my hand and I'll hand it out.
Is that contagious?
Well, this is how the Zufnebelin make deals.
God bless you.
and I'm gonna look at his hand and go, it's probably contagious.
Hey, I'll look at him and I'll wink.
So then he yells out,
Periwimple, you get up here right now.
When he looks over to
Periwimple.
call to Periwimple, I'm gonna gather all of the stuff up and go like, yeah, let's get him to take it to the storeroom and bring it all into a single bundle.
okay.
Yeah,
So
pick it all up for him.
Periwimple comes up and he goes,
Shake this pale woman's hand. And if you have to spit in it, spit.
and so Periwimple puts his huge ass fucking hand out to you and stares.
Oh, I'm definitely shaking that hand.
So he grabs
And it's like
around
this.
and then hawks a huge loogie down on y'all's hands, and it lands.
He goes, I spit.
And then in my pocket, I'll stick my hand in my pocket, grab my crystal, and minor illusion a spider onto his fucking shoulder.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
let
weird.
me see what his.
What his reaction to Spider's defense is.
Lunch.
yeah.
Yeah. So he has. Not to get meta.
Yeah.
He has an intellect of 6.
It's happening.
That spider is real as
So
fuck.
his wisdom for passive perception, they would be kind of difficult because the illusion wouldn't feel weight
Yeah.
No.
and he wouldn't
You
feel
see a spider.
movement.
He wouldn't feel a spider.
So do you guys call it out to him?
No, I'm about to, yeah.
Okay.
So we shake hands, he spits. In my pocket, I'm doing the thing.
Conjuring up a
mouthing,
spider.
and mouthing whatever I need to. And I'm like, oh man, that is a large spider! And I'll like go and then move towards like I'm going to help grab it just so he'll look.
Okay. So pretty much Warren from There's Something About Mary. You're going after his baseball.
Frankie Beans, Frankie Beans.
And he just loses his mind. And he starts beating all over, flailing about, and Bildreth is,
Hey, you settle down, Periwimple. I beat you again.
I'll just like be like,
Oh my, that was a large
And he's-
spider.
he
And I'll take
pushes
the-
3 potions forward and says,
You get up now.
Well,
I'm still holding
does
all of the
anyone have-
goods.
does anyone
So I'm gonna go
else-
over to Periwimple and try and
yeah, I
hand
think
him
he
over.
got it.
Does anyone else have any other items they need to be rid of? We are in a double brass establishment. My brother Rando will be more than happy to do business. Yeah.
I don't need anything.
Did you get rid of everything?
I didn't. I never picked anything
Oh,
up.
you
Like
were-
I handed
yeah.
everything off except the black eye patch was the only thing that I kept. Which the way he responded to that, it makes me think I want to keep it. I am gonna ask him. Do you have supplies necessary to brew?
Yes, I have alchemist
Blank
kits.
books. I meant to say.
And we'll say that that's like a brewer's kit.
Okay.
Okay.
How much for that?
No, it said 25 gold apiece, but they'll give us less.
It's still not bad. I'm up to. No. We traded the 3. That's a lot of gear for 3.
I also want to purge the 3 blank books that I had while we're here. Vendor them.
Okay, so the alchemist supplies.
So he looks over and says, we had the Vistani group that came through. They had done business outside of Barovia and brought funny shaped copper pots. Is this what you speak of?
Yes, for the brewing of beer.
Yes, 500 gold pieces.
I am but a poor monk, and that is well beyond my.
That sounds like someone else's problem, not mine. Does anybody here with money want to buy him his things? 500 gold pieces.
and so Haggis is gonna be like, just curious. Do you have anything that isn't 500 gold pieces in this place?
We have certain items. For instance, these carpenter's tools. 80 gold pieces.
Why would he mention that?
Because nobody's gonna buy fucking carpenter's tools.
and Haggis goes, cool story, bro.
We should probably be on our way.
Can I ask one question, the fellow double brass member?
You also have the 2 brasses.
Of course, yes. My brother is the only triple platinum member in the west side of Sorkos. Anyway, what matters is your neighbor. Is she okay? She said her daughter left.
You speak of Mad Mary.
Yes, the Mary.
I tried to marry Mad Mary numerous times. She always said no, and then her Gertrude went missing a week ago.
And I'll be like, there is something about her.
Terrible! That's terrible!
You die a little bit.
Too late already.
Yeah. Your ear should be healed from your
Just about better.
potion.
Yep.
So he was saying? She's...
I also have a drum here for 60 gold pieces. You want to play the musics?
Wait, he didn't finish out his discussion about Mary.
Mary.
Yes. You wanted to marry her?
I proposed marriage numerous times, which I have best shop in all of Barovia. And she said no, that I look at Gertruda too interested. And I said, well, I could marry Gertruda too, but then Gertruda went missing a week ago.
Where did Truda go?
She would like to sneak out and try to get a look at Ismark, the burgomaster's son. She thinks he's very handsome. He's no Bildrath, though.
The
But then again, who
burgomaster?
is?
Where does he live? He wouldn't happen to live at E5?
The burgomaster is what we call our mayors here in Barovia. But the burgomaster's house is to the south of town. You must be talking about the church and the cemetery behind it.
Yes. The burgomaster lived near E4. Yes. Down the street. At the end of the street.
Indeed. If you want to go talk to Ismark, he's always drinking himself stupid across the way.
Oh, at the
Blood on the
tavern.
Vine Tavern.
Oh.
You said you were the
The best tavern near Bildrath, because it's near Bildrath.
You said you were the best shop in town. Are you the only shop in town?
Well, when you can't compete because of such good service, you guys have fun, you be laughing. Nobody can compete with Builder. Sometimes if you want to make the dangerous journey, you can go all the way to the northwest, to Vallaki. But they don't have Buildrath there. Vallaki is close by.
Yes.
The Vistani, they camp down near the Ser pools, which would be in that direction too.
The what?
TSER pool. Sater pool.
And that's northwest of Barovia also?
Yeah. Well, more due west than northwest. And so he's primarily kind of giving you the lay of the land.
Got it.
And pulls out.
Now I'm like, I just put the fucking monitor up. I should have left it up so you could display stuff to us, but it was blocking my eyesight.
Well,
But
maybe
the main
we'll
thing
get
that
more
he
info.
talks about, so this is Barovia.
Okay.
You guys are here in the village. Whenever Mad Mary pointed to the northwest, she was pointing towards this fortress that's near Mount Baratok. And so you have Baratok and Gakis are the two big mountains, and here's the main kind of thoroughfare through the valley. Krezik is a town that's spoken of, and he talks a little bit about. Vallaki is the one he talks about the most. The Serpool is literally just due west of town.
Okay.
And he's talking about a group called the Vistani.
Stein.
Yeah.
So how far is the pool from where we're at?
Looks like a
If
30
you
minute
were
walk or
to
something.
go west, probably take you 5-6 hours. You come to Forkin Road. Do not go on the paved part. Go to where you see the wagon ruts.
Why is that?
If you want to go see the Vistani, that's where they camp. The gypsy people.
So they live in the wagons, and we want to go where the wagons are.
That is good.
Okay.
So we're having this conversation. Periwinkle has calmed down.
Yeah,
Right?
he took the stuff to the back.
So as he grabbed all the stuff and was walking away, I wanted to see, just like size him up as I hand all of this stuff over to him. See if it looked like he was carrying any like belt pouches of gold or anything valuable on him.
No.
Nothing. He's just wearing rags type.
He
deal.
might as well be wearing a burlap sack.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Thieve him or what? You thief?
Potentially.
Talk so loud about that.
Anything else you guys want to do with Buildereth?
I want to. So I've got 3 blank books that I also wanted to sell him and go. What will you give me for these?
Let me see the binding on these books.
And he starts fiddling through.
And says, pages not very stained.
They're brand spanking new.
I don't know about spanking. Normally pages stick together when someone does that, if you catch my meaning.
I don't.
That was good. That was real good.
As I flip through, 3 of these I give you 50 gold.
And I'll be like,
That seems like a fair trade. Do you have anything of equivalent value we could trade here?
Carpenter's tools.
I fucking knew that was coming.
You want to build rocking horse? You need carpenter's tools.
Hey, what about that brush you found? What about the brush with the ivory brush with the silver?
Yes. No, I think we should keep that until we. Well, would you take a look at this brush since we're both double brass members and see if there's. You could help me identify what exactly it is?
Certainly.
So he picks it up.
Carved ivory handle. Some kind of abrasive brush. Do you think user of this brush have hyperkeratosis? Itchy, dry scalp? brush bristles. Not good for regular comb.
What about animals?
What would you brush hair on animal for? Your bearded woman over here is a very strange fellow. I give you 30 gold pieces for this brush.
No, I think I'll keep it. It's very nice.
And I'll like act like I'm brushing something.
It's worth 50 gold. What's that? What's worth 50 gold to cast a spell?
10 pack of darts.
Gold. I mean, we don't really need it.
Alright.
A second. Potions.
Deal!
And I'll take the 50 gold.
Done.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I think he screwed us out of 25 gold because I think those are
Correct.
But
You know, we happened upon the Durst children on our way, and they needed some help. So if you have some time, maybe you could go by and see the Durst family. We said no. We have other things to do.
Durst? That house has been empty for like forever.
What do you mean empty? There was kids outside. They told us to go there, but we were busy, so we came here.
What kind of bad food have you been eating?
What?
Clearly are not well in head.
This is probably true. The children are not here?
No, the Durst family's been dead for a while.
Ooh, so we saw ghosts. Why would there be ghosts here in town?
And he just clams up and doesn't seem to want to have a conversation along these lines anymore.
You clam up in your double breast member, I see.
Tobias, is he a ghost? Bildreth, are you a ghost?
This is funny question to ask Bildreth, as we have been conducting business. You can conduct business with ghosts.
I don't know enough about ghosts.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
Roll it.
Yeah. I incited that he is undeterminable, a ghost or not a ghost.
I also am not sure if
Roll a 3.
one can actually do business with ghosts. I want to know if he really thinks that one can do business with ghosts or not.
Okay.
23.
He firmly believes that ghosts are incapable of commerce.
Spirits are okay.
Alright.
That's it. All right, let's go out on the porch.
All right. It's been really nice chatting with you, Bill D. Rath. We will see you very soon, I'm sure.
Yes, come back when you want to actually spend more money.
And you guys walk out and shut the door. You see directly across the street is the tavern.
Yeah. What did you call
right.
it? The
Blood on the thorn, or blood on the vine.
You got a lot of loot. He's over here complaining about not spending money.
Yeah, but he didn't actually make any money. Like we traded him stuff that he could sell for stuff that he could sell. Does that make sense?
He probably did though.
Well, yeah, but
He got a
like
lot of shit.
we didn't actually put any gold in his pocket.
Yeah.
So I can understand being upset about that.
So a single shaft of light thrusts its illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. So the fog's rolled in.
A very horny man wrote that first sentence.
Yeah.
Exploring the black aft.
Above the gaping doorway.
Come on!
It just keeps going.
A sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. But you can see that the N on has been carved in where it used to have an F. So it used to be Blood of the Vine, and now it's carved in Blood on the Vine. Again, a very simple looking building.
We're outside of it.
Yeah, you guys are outside of it.
No, there's no like bouncer outside or anything. Kind of old school.
Is there activity inside?
You can hear a slight amount of noise.
Haggis is like,
Well, I'm fresh out. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
Before we go in, should we have a grand entrance or should we go in quietly?
Oh, stop it, you bearded woman.
and slap him on the back.
Alright, I'll just walk in.
Yep.
Alright, so this is about a 60 square foot tavern. Nothing huge.
Tiny, huh?
You've got a few denizens in there, one of which is the bartender. The bartender is absent-mindedly just kind of staring off into nowhere. You see him grabbing glasses and spit polishing them, setting them back down, and just going down the rows of glasses that are behind the bar. You can see 3 brightly adorned women that are of middle age. One of them a little bit older than that are sitting talking on a table in one of the corners. There's another very elderly looking woman in similar attire, a little bit more muted colors, and she seems to be kind of keeping to herself at a table with 2 chairs. She's sitting in one, there's an open one to the other side, and then at the bar itself you can see a guy probably early 30s. As you look at him, he's got kind of grayish blonde hair, so more of a platinum blonde, that kind of looks like the color's been desaturated out of it, is the best way I can put it. Doesn't look like anything nefarious, but just somewhat well worn. And he's sitting there, and the closest thing you've seen to somebody wearing armor in this town. What are your actions?
3 women wearing colorful clothes. Middle-aged woman wearing less colorful clothes.
No, an elderly woman.
Elderly woman with a seat open across from her. And
Bartender, spit polishing, and then armored dude.
And then Rhaegar Targaryen. Clearly. Or the lead singer of Everclear. Is what I was thinking it might be.
I'm gonna approach the bar.
Okay.
Good evening, barkeep. I am Sedgwick, traveler of roads. Jesus. Brewer of beers, maker of herbs. I am new to town, and I am trying to find someone capable of providing me with the provisions that I may brew beer.
And he just kind of looks at you and says, my name Eric. You want a drink?
Hates the town. Yes, 1 mug of your finest ale, please.
And then he walks over, grabs a mug, fills it up, sets it down in front of you, and then goes back to cleaning glasses.
Okay.
Lively personality on this one, eh?
Thank you, sir. Take the mug, go back over to my compatriots. I'm gonna check it out before, I'm not just gonna quaff it, smell it and look at it and see what.
He goes, 1 gold piece, and then goes back to cleaning.
Jesus fucking Christ. For beer, 1 gold.
1 gold piece. And then the gentleman in the armor sitting at the bar says, "Oh bloody hell! Just set them all up with a round. I'll put them on my tab."
Blonde guy?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Rhaegar.
Who is this Rhaegar that you speak of?
You remind me of a friend of mine.
You don't look like a man with a lot of friends.
Oh,
that's a fair point.
Right, Tobias?
And he goes back to his drink.
Nice. Haggis goes, oh hell with the timer bullshit. And he's going to cast Purify Food and Drink on our round before we drink it.
What does that do?
Make sure our shit's not poison.
Okay.
So you guys, this is your first real break you've had.
Yeah.
And whenever you start drinking in, this is a good tasting beer.
Nice.
As a professional in the beer making, I also
Good
feel
enough.
okay.
You're still that
Kind of snobbish.
Yeah. Well,
says an
they clearly are not using full Barovian hops.
The best Barovian.
But yeah, so you drink that. What do you guys do?
Well, as I'm halfway through my beer, I want to meander over to the gentleman and say, "Thank you again for the beer, sir. I am Sedgwick, traveler of roads, brewer of beers, maker of herbs, wagon master for Ordo's Oddities, protector of the tiny trio. I've been as far north as 10 towns, as far south as Luskin, and this was the kindest gesture we've had in days."
And he says, yes, it's quite nice to make your acquaintance. My name is Ilzmar Kolyanovich, but
What do your friends call you?
In this town call me Ismark the Lesser.
Ismart?
Ismark?
Oh, Bismarck.
Ismark.
Ismark.
Bismarck without a B.
Oh. You're the burgomaster's son, yes?
Yeah, that's why they call me the Lesser. Always been living in my father's shadow.
And he takes another slug on his beer.
I want to step back and aside.
How did you know he was the burgomaster's son?
And I'll be like,
No slide.
Very nice.
That was so fucking
So good. Yeah.
And then I'll be like, shh, 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 shh. We're gonna drop this Irina bomb in a second here to get some information out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't spoil it, it's got to be good.
Oh, so you see. Okay, yeah. Alright.
and we learned from Mercantile Shopkeep
Yes.
Yeah.
that the Burgomaster's son ran this place, or rather that the Burgomaster's
It's
son
here,
was
at least,
named
right?
Ismark.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a conversation with Bildreth.
You could say that.
And I'll be like,
What do you
Eric,
mean?
line
Do
them
you
up with
feel
another
growlers?
round.
And
If they have
like-
to speak with Bildreth, that dolt.
And so you guys get another round, and Eric goes back to polishing glasses again.
Mm.
And you notice, like, his voice was very hollow,
Mhm.
and he's just kind of only doing one thing, which is cleaning glasses. And as he gets done with one row, he starts back over
Jesus.
and just continues cleaning.
So, Ismark, what is wrong with this place?
What's so right with where you've been before?
Well, there's a sense of unease and unholiness. We encounter children crying in the street, and then a trash monster tries to kill us. We go to a shop to buy goods, and, well, he insults my bearded lady friend here.
Hello.
Listen, friend, if you've come here trying to find hope for anything, you've come to the wrong land. The devil Strahd. He looks over, he feeds off this country, bleeds it dry.
Who is Strahd?
Yeah, you really aren't from around here, are you? Where'd you guys say you were from?
Well, we didn't, but I've been as far north as 10 towns, as far south as Luskin.
Yes. You've got to rehearse speech. They teach you that at your monk enclave.
How do you know I'm a monk?
Nobody wears flip-flops.
This guy is awesome.
Inspiration point. They're actually sandals, but
We call these thongs where I'm from.
If you have something important to say, please spit it out.
What are you buying?
Did you think that was going to be Bildreth's voice? If you went into a mercantile store, you're like, I knew exactly what he was going to be, and then no.
I did there.
We happened to spend some time in the Durst residence.
Yeah, that seems to be what a lot of the strangers in this town have been doing. Had a group that came through nigh on probably 6 months ago. Had a gnome fella in there, portly little fellow. Was really good at cooking. Kept talking about the Cauldron Blue.
What's all this?
Yeah, about 6 months ago. They also were visiting the Durst residence. Came out. Just something not right about that place.
Said a gnome?
Hi,
A chubby gnome?
little chummy portly gnome.
Who else was in the party?
There was a collection of 6 of them, actually. Heard that 3 of them died trying to make their way through the Svalich Woods.
what woods?
The Svalich Woods surrounds Barovia.
You know, a svalich, it's a piece of bread you put meat, vegetables in between svalich. It's
Haggis, when did you start speaking Barovian? Because I thought you were dwarvish.
It's a svalich, it's normal.
The beer does something to folks here.
So
Put it on mayonnaise. It's good for you.
we are trying to find our friends. A woman wearing red with blonde hair. Her name is Kiara. She was in the Durst residence, and then she has disappeared from there.
I've heard dark tales coming from that part of the world.
It's like 2 blocks away.
And he says, there was one of the older Vistani woman over there, the eldest one, sitting by herself. You should probably go talk to her and ask about what happened to your friend. She's a seer. And maybe if you're lucky, she'll give you a reading. Maybe give you an idea where your friend's at.
Fantastic. Also, we've heard tale of a windmill to the northwest. Some property we may have inherited.
Inherited how?
Well, we have the deed. We've come upon the deed. It was gifted to us by the Durst children.
Those children have been dead for a generation.
I know it's weird. But they gave it to us.
Yeah, things just don't ride around here.
And he's super sad. Is his hair like combed over like one side of his face?
Not at all.
Just insight check. Like, I'm not sure if he's
Roll it.
just
What are you looking for?
depressed, insane. Like what?
So he looks, what did you roll?
14.
He looks very, very depressed. He seems dodgy on any lines of questioning you're giving him, but did seem to kind of perk up whenever you guys started talking about missing women.
Okay.
Perk up is like, oh, I'll start engaging now.
So
he says,
what happened to Mad Mira's daughter?
Yes, it's sad business there. Mad Mary, not many people know this. I know because I used to help my father with the census and different activities like that, but we hid the fact that they had a daughter. Daughters go missing in this land quite a bit. The devil Strahd, he comes in and seduces them and takes them back up to his fortress. Never seen or heard from again most often. And whenever you do encounter them again, they come at you with claws out and teeth out. Denizens of that devil they become. And I think that's what's happened to my Irina.
Who is Arena?
Irina's my stepdaughter, or my stepsister. She has been seduced by that bloody devil, and he's bitten her twice. Started about a week or two ago. She's not doing too well. She's been hauled up in our mansion down on the south side of town. We've been harassed repeatedly.
I'd like to make an insight or arcana check. Do we have any reason to believe that we would know the implications of someone being bitten by a vampire?
He certainly would.
Oh, you would.
Yeah.
But would that? I mean, we've been together long enough that he probably would have shared those tales with us. Would you think?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because again, you remember Ignis was somewhat of a loner.
Yeah, kept to himself.
So, I'll just ask Ignis. Like,
Ignis, my boy. What's the implications of a girl being held up after being bitten repeatedly by a vampire?
So you would relay to him that whenever somebody's trying to turn, they will do multiple feedings on them to very slowly get the flesh to go through, and as it becomes necrotic, like not to look disgusting. So if you suck it all out of them, you want to do a very slow conversion if you're wanting this individual to maintain their beauty and be able to go for retain their form better.
They have to be a vassal for a while, basically.
Yeah.
So, Mad Mary was saying that her daughter Gertruda had eyes for you as well. When was the last time you spoke with her?
Well, I was probably the only male that she ever seen in her life. I used to come and deliver extra food so it wouldn't be noticed by any of the tax collectors or anything like that Count Strahd chooses to send down to us.
So Count Strahd is the rightful ruler of this land.
Rightful.
Legal.
So he holds sway as he wishes.
up in Castle Ravenloft. As it looks down on this valley, everything that you see that isn't eaten up by that cursed mist. Yeah, you could say he owns it. He levies taxes in coin and in blood.
And he visits these women personally.
It's hard to say where Strahd is and where Strahd isn't. And you see he's starting to really get a little bit uncomfortable looking around. And he says, he has eyes everywhere.
Thank you, Ismark. Appreciate the beers.
Well, if you guys are interested, I could use some help.
Side quest!
We gotta get Arena out of here.
Get her to where?
We gotta go to someplace that's a little bit more fortified. I've heard rumors out west that there's more safe positions out there, and I don't feel right in the shadow of that castle keeping Arena here much longer. Things have changed in our position here, and well, we need to get her out of here.
How do you propose to get her out?
You guys look capable enough. The last group of 6 that came through here, as they were running out of that madhouse, they just didn't seem that right in the head. Only 2 of them were really worth anything. That Noma Chef, and then there was another one. And they said that they were going to make a turn back here, that they had to go investigate something. And I haven't seen or heard from them since.
Did they say what they were going to investigate?
Said that they had something that they needed to retrieve out west. Something that would help them get home.
That was a week ago? How long ago?
That was about 6 months.
Jesus.
I think I should go speak to this. You said she was a Vesuvian woman?
No, Vistani.
Vistani woman. I will go speak to her. God, it's like fucking contagious. You just start falling into like the Russian accent. Beer's crazy. I will go speak to this woman and ask her about my friend Kiara.
Very good. I'll be here if you guys need a safe place to stay. You guys can bunk up down at the mansion.
The mansion on the south end of town.
South end of town.
Okay.
Your father's the mayor, right?
Was.
Where is he now?
He's lying in state in our mansion.
Well, I'm sorry for that.
You only shared the one with me. As I'm turning to walk away, when did your father pass?
Damn, been 2-3 days ago.
Right when we fucking got here.
May I ask how? I'm just as nebulous. I'm not used to these things in the
I haven't been
outside
at
of the
home.
world.
Just been sitting out here, so I don't really know what's going on. I drink here during the day, and once the sun goes down, I sit outside my house, make sure no more of the wolves or anything start coming trying to get into the house after Arena.
Wolves?
Right?
What about the wolves?
Wolves and all kinds of creatures that go bump have been coming down trying to get into that house. So I get kitted up, get drunk enough not to feel the cold chill out in the rain, and sit and wait. But as of about, well, actually it would have been whenever Pop died. Nothing's come after her since.
I'm gonna make my way over to the Stani woman and have a chat. Uh-oh.
Yes! Yes!
I love it.
Lady Babushka.
It's like that little like face picture on 2D video games. You know, like, Jesus.
Good evening, ma'am.
Fortunes? Yes, fortunes, please have a seat.
Gladly. So
I do like fortunes.
sit down. Actually, my friend here, my Miss Sniffer Brifflin friend, would love for you to tell him his future. And all.
Yes, I would. Hello.
Please have a seat. Bring your friends
Yes,
closer.
Yes.
Gather round, then. Tobias, get in here.
And she looks very solemnly at each and every one of you.
While these guys headed over, I was finishing up ordering a fill in a growler for the road.
Oh, nice.
Just so you know.
So then I cork that and then buy another one and cork that and grab one more beer and then head back over.
Good to go.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, I don't want it.
No, I don't either. It's okay.
So, you guys come over, and she very slowly regards you all and says,
If you are looking for fortunes, I must have a piece of each and every one of you to help me with my seeing.
and she quickly, very deftly pulls out a knife and cuts the tip of his mustache off. And sets it down in front of her and kind of collects it into a pile on the table and says,
What will the rest of you give?
I'll tug 2 or 3 of my beard hairs out and hand it to her.
Good, good.
Dig in and get a nice big thick gob of earwax.
There you go.
Put it
Very
outside.
good, yes.
And I'm gonna lean forward and take out a little pocket knife and go to do this and go and snot rocket on the table instead.
and she grabs it, all kind of scrapes it all together and molds it up into a little ball, puts it into a pouch, and then hangs the pouch off on her belt, looks around and says,
There is darkness. Darkness that surrounds each and every one of you.
I want to do an insight check quick to see if I've seen this trick done on the road or in a group before.
Okay.
No bonus because I knew like the background here. 16.
you've never seen something like this before.
Okay.
You've seen like
And
tarot
we've seen a
readings.
lot. We've seen a lot
Yeah.
on the
Well,
trail.
you guys have done a lot.
Yeah, true.
So
Okay.
you've seen, tarot readings and stuff like that before, but for her to like collect parts of you in a way,
Is it
or
different?
symbols of you and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
you haven't seen anything like that before. But
That's some voodoo shit.
and she looks and says,
Ignis. Ignis is your name.
and she kind of holds the hand over the pouch.
I'm gonna go woo. Clap a little bit.
Oh, she says, Ignis, you carry darkness on your heart. You hate the undead. But you watched your parents become so, huddled under a bed. Under a bed you watched this and did nothing.
I was only but a child.
And then she kind of comes back from a vision and then starts going around and feels again and says,
And you, Vando, you come to us from a very dark, cavernous place. Kicked out, not from your own will, but because you and your brother were up to mischief.
and then kind of comes back and then
Haggis,
And it'll be like,
Haggis used to...
That's so terrible.
every time she starts up,
You...
you now have to miterate. Pretty full.
I'm sorry, carry on.
Haggis, you still carry the pains of being prosecuted for your portliness. It burns very much still in your heart.
Like the chilies to the west, yes.
And then she raises and
Sedgwick. Your name is Sedgwick.
Yes.
Your vow of celibacy, often tested in your heart, one that you seek, makes it challenging to keep your vow.
Kiara is my friend.
Oh. Okay.
And I'll be like,
Friend. Yeah, he's in the zone, all right. I've heard this one before.
little cheers.
Each of you have traveled a path. Perhaps you would like a reading.
I'd like to know where Kiara is.
We shall see what the cards tell us.
Oh.
Shuffle these.
Oh, shit.
Shuffle these.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we're ready.
Did these come with the set? Okay.
That would be cool.
It would have been because it was like there's parts of the story that these cards actually set in the future.
Well, no, so like they didn't just come with the. You had to buy them extra.
Got it. Okay, but it's
But
really
they're
cool.
tied in.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Wow, that's sick.
No.
That
We're
is sick.
fucked.
Yeah.
We're so fucked.
The randomness of it
Watch
is
the
awesome.
books like deal 3 death cards and 6. It's like what?
Oh, Jesus.
Does it teach you how to do
Haggis is like drinking faster as she does this. Like, oh, jeez.
Shit, hold on. Oh, I see, yes. Alright.
Very good.
There you go. There you go.
The close-up magic hand.
Okay.
So, the first card you must turn over. This card. The card itself tells of history, knowledge of the ancients that will help you better understand your enemy.
The anarchist. Now, I do believe an anarchist is a type of spice. It has a
Aye.
licorice taste to it.
You're thinking of analorapist.
Ah,
Totally different.
my friend Tobias. Lucas. Tobias.
Yes, you keep talking about it.
I see walls of bones, a chandelier of bones, and a table of bones, all that remains of enemies long forgotten.
Oh, somebody's making furniture out of fucking bodies.
Brutal.
The 6 of glyphs never lies.
What does... I will have this furniture of bones? My enemy has this furniture of bones? I don't understand.
This card tells of history.
Okay.
Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemies.
Thank you, madam.
And then she says,
Ignis, flip over this card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The 3 of Swords. Go to the mountains. Climb the white tower guarded by golden knights.
History, our savior. I think you're supposed to like thank you or something.
Haggis, flip over this far right card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight.
Bishop is the weapon of him. Or the 8.
Sword of sunlight, you said?
Yes, the 8 of glyphs, the bishop. What you see lies in a pile of treasure beyond a set of amber-colored doors. And you, young Vandal, flip over the card
I'm
closest
not
to
that
me.
young. All right, yes.
I want to do, before I do that, I want to do another check to see if I've seen this card
Okay.
reading trick thing done before. 6.
So you've never seen a Taroka deck in your life.
Okay.
The symbols and the...
This is all new to us.
This is completely new. You've never seen Taroka. You've seen like tarot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In different other ways, but you are unsettled by the facts that she could put out about you guys. Never have seen this woman in your life. You've never seen Vistani in your travels before. So the gypsies, you've never seen them.
Yeah.
And so this is something that's a little bit off-putting.
Innocent.
This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
You're supposed to know it. You're supposed to read it.
Yeah, she's flipping underneath the table.
I see a young man with a kind heart, a mother's boy. He is strong in body but weak of mind. Seek him out in the village of Barovia.
Old spit hands.
I don't think it's spit hands. Strong of body, weak of mind.
Old spit
There's
hands.
no way, dude. He's way too weak.
Mama's boy.
Yeah. We gotta find a mama's boy. We just haven't interacted with enough people yet. I don't think. Who'll help us out.
And what of the last card?
Who among you is the least tainted by death?
Not me.
Vando.
Like as she says that, look at the other guys and go and like have flashbacks of the terrible visions. Yeah, I start drinking immediately.
I start talking to Tobias. I've seen too much.
Feel
Flip it over, Vando. Your enemy is a creature of great darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him.
Artifact.
What the fuck? What the fucking fuck?
He lurks in the darkness where the morning light once shone. A sacred place.
Who's he?
Our enemy.
Our enemy?
Your girl, Kiara. He has taken her.
Strahd. Where has he taken her?
That is beyond my sight.
She was dope.
Your reading is complete. If you have more questions, seek me at the Sare Pools.
And she collects her cards, gets up, and departs.
Fucking A.
Well, that was ominous.
Yeah, I finished my beer. Meta, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I have a deployment at 2 a.m., so I need to.
You really?
Yeah.
Let's cut it.
Yep. That was awesome.
Can we? How do we discuss what happened?
We can discuss right now. We can sit down at this table she just left. I'm just saying, like, we probably want to, if we can wrap soon.
Right,
that's all I'm
right. No
saying.
more additional story. Yeah.
How do I check